What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video. Today we're going to be talking about low-level CoM and why we mark shop productions and factory productions as premium when they are technically non-premium assignments. Before we begin, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Join us on Facebook at SimCity Build It, MissyAnne. Join us on Discord if you're wanting to conversate, ask questions, share design ideas, join Neverland. You can contact us on Discord or Facebook with the links down below. We are also giving away free rares once a month. All you have to do is follow MissyAnne to your city description, and that enters you for a chance to win. Okay, so let's get started, shall we? First thing is, what is a premium assignment? Premium assignment is an assignment that can be worth 3,000 points. A high premium is an assignment that can be worth over 3,000 points. A rotatable assignment is an assignment that is in your list below 2,000 points. A main task is a task in your list worth at least 2,000 points or higher, okay? A non-premium assignment is an assignment that cannot be worth 3,000 points. When you rotate assignments based on criteria such as value, opportunity, risk, all that stuff, you're going through this checklist. You're looking at a list of assignments, and you're marking them all into these subcategories, okay, like this, to try to figure out which one you should do based on all this long list of criteria, okay? That's all CoM math is breaking it down and figuring out which assignment to do based on weighing out your pros and your cons. If I do this assignment, these are all the pros. If I do this assignment, these are all the cons. If I leave this to sit, this is the pro, this is the con. That's all you're doing, okay? And then you're completing those based on a game of chance. What are the chances I get this in return? What are the odds, right? Okay, that being said, why do we mark a non-premium assignment as a premium? People have put it into their mind that a premium assignment is better than a non-premium assignment based on opportunity. And that is true, okay? But what they're doing is they're putting it into their mind that if you have a premium over a non-premium, that you do it, regardless of value. That is how a high-level player plays, because they do not have the risk of high upgrades. They can actually do their upgrades. Now, as you can see here, we have a main premium war disaster. We have a main non-premium, technically, on the SAPs, okay? So the SAPs being 2,200 and non-premium. The cargo being 1,800 non-premium. Okay? All of these technically, if you want to get technical, these would all be non-premium assignments, right? So the only premium here would be this Tokyo building, right? Which you can't do. The high premium, you can't do. So at what point do you say, okay, I do this non-premium over this premium? Low-level players get this confused. Hypothetically speaking, let's say that you have a 1,600 Paris, that is a non-premium assignment, versus a 1,200 chairs, right? Chairs being premium, okay? Paris being non-premium. A lot of people think that chairs would be the correct answer because chairs is marked premium, right? No, it's too low in value, okay? You would do the Paris. Now, if it was a little bit closer, then maybe. But let's reverse it, okay? Let's say that you have a, let's see here, you've got Non-premium. You've got a shop production for 1,800. Okay. And then that's technically a non-premium assignment, and you have a 1,800 cargo, which is also a non-premium assignment, right? Which one do you do? The shop production. Why? They're both non-premium, technically. Why do you do the shop production over the cargo? The algorithm is lower on the shop production, and the opportunity is better. It has a higher chance of yielding something better. So when people see that a shop production is a non-premium assignment, if they get something like a 1,400 chairs and they have a 1,000 VU, what are they going to be doing? They're going to be going, well, I'm going to do the premium. I'm going to do the 1,000 VU over the 1,400 chairs because it's premium. And what's going to end up happening is those players are going to start getting high upgrades all the time because they're rotating things that are too low in value with all these midway tasks in their list. When you look at a list, look at this. You've got 3,000, 2,000 place values, and then you've got all these midway values. Then you have a couple of very low values, right? It's a combination. It's a mix of values. When a high-level player leaves midway values and rotates their 1,000 point assignments, it increases the odds of their 3K tasks. This is an excellent trick for high-level players to use. And is there a chance that you rotate that 1,000 VU over the 1,400 chairs and you get a 3,000 war delivery? Yes, it is. Is there a chance that you do it and you get a delivery to London for 3,000? Yeah, there is. But there's also a high chance that you get an upgrade for high value that you cannot do, which will then later have to result in a cancellation more than likely. So to avoid this from happening, what we do is we complete all of our tasks at midway values, right? To stack up as many upgrades, hopefully at midway value in return. And then by the time we get down to the point where we would be doing our low premiums, we've resulted in clearing out the risk. So essentially what you're doing is you're taking all of your 2K and higher tasks and completing them. Once you fall below 2,000 points, you are essentially going with the highest, with the best opportunity, right, of your rotatables, and treating it as such. If you have a 1,600 saps and a 1,600 chairs and 1,400 textiles and a 1,500 minerals, right, and then a 1,000 VU, you have all these midway tasks that are technically non-premium. That's going to go into your brain and you're going to go, that's non-premium. It can't be worth anything. And that means it's bad. So I'm going to do the VU with all these midway tasks sitting there. And then that VU results in a high upgrade. When you should have went with the 1,600 saps. Right? So that's why we mark them premium. That's why we mark them premium, because if we don't, people are going to be like, well, technically it's non-premium, so how much can this assignment be worth? When you look at how much that assignment can be worth, you have to also look at the algorithm of that assignment. How much can electrical be worth? 3,000 points. What are the pros? What are the cons? Well, the pro is that you got 3,000 points. The con is that it takes a significant amount of downtime and it has the ability to come back, right? So then you also have to take into consideration the streaks and the downtime for that. So you have to weigh out the risks versus the reward. Kind of like how he has the textiles here. Right now, he has several available doorways. So let's say that he had textiles prepped. It's marked as a premium, right? So just going based off of premium, non-premium, and rotatable, It appears as though you would do this assignment, but you don't, because you have to continue on with the CoM math. And that would let you know, like, hey, dude, that has a low to medium algorithm rate, and it's going to, if it continues to come back, it's going to cause us problems. So as of right now, we're not in a position where this needs to be done because we have so many other workable doorways. Okay, we might be able to just leave this sit for the duration of the entire contest. If we get to a point where it absolutely has to be done, then we would want to get it done sooner rather than later so it has time to either come back or stay away before the streaks. So for you low-level players who make these mistakes, it's not a good thing to do, okay? A lot of you guys have been doing it lately, where you have these 1600 or midway valued assignments that are supposed to be your premiums, your shop productions and stuff. You know, like let's say you have a 1600 Paris, that's a non-premium assignment, versus a 1K VU, okay? You have several upgrades already in your list. You haven't had anything good come in for a while. You've just been getting this midway crap. You've already done Paris a few times. Does it make sense to do it again? No. This is why it's important to look at everything. But if you haven't done VU yet, you have very minimal upgrades in your list. Does it make sense to rotate the VU? No, because it comes with a risk of getting a 3K task in return that you cannot do. Now, is there a chance that you get an excellent 3K task and open up a good doorway? Yep, that's possible. But you have to go with what is most likely to happen. Okay, so honestly, for a lot of people who struggle with the order of rotation for low-level players, it's because you're not looking at the risk. Risk versus reward. Pros versus cons. What are the chances this yields a good outcome? What are the chances this yields a bad outcome? And then go based off of that. Honestly, a lot of you guys really should try the math. It might seem to you that the math is really confusing and hard to understand, but the math actually makes it 1,000 times more simple. If the math looks confusing to you and it makes it 1,000 times more simple, imagine how much easier it would be if you would just give it a try, okay? I highly recommend at least trying the math out, right? Now, another example is you have an 1800 cargo and a 1600 Paris. Both are non-premium assignments, okay? Cargo can be worth up to 1,800 points. Paris can be worth up to 2,400 points, right? If cargo hasn't been done yet, and Paris has, you would go with cargo. It's 200 points more, right? You have to look at everything. Let's say that cargo is your bad doorway, and you've done it a couple of times. Then you would go with Paris. So if you guys are only looking at value and opportunity, and then premium, non-premium, you're not going to be able to play CoM. You have to look at the history of your assignments, what's going on in your game, downtime, cost, if it comes back, algorithm, risk, everything. Value possibility, value difference, okay? Literally look at everything. And then decide what you think the best outcome would be. Or what has the chance of being the best outcome. Just know, like I said, that there's always a chance that something doesn't go the way you planned. For example, this person's list. Somewhere in here, they had a situation where, let me see if I can find it. It's right up here somewhere. Okay, here. So he does his CoM math, right? Now, here he's got value up on the spatulas and opportunity up on the spatulas, right? it's only 40 points less than the repair, okay? The repair has a high algorithm attached to it, so we know it's going to come back. This one yields a better opportunity. If we were going to go between keys and repair, we would pick keys. So it comes down to keys versus spatulas versus chems. Chems are being prepped, and he has significant downtime for that. So obviously he's going to proceed on while those are, the second half of those are being done. And he's going to proceed on with the assignment with the best possible opportunity, right? Now he does that, and he gets an upgrade in return for 2,000 points. Does that look like good opportunity to you? No, but that is a good opportunity assignment. There is a chance that you get something bad. It's always going to be there. But technically, let's just put a number on it. Let's say he had a 90% chance of getting something better. This time, he fell into the 10% category. It's just how it is. Okay? Now, you also have to look at it based off of, you're also trying to kind of tweak the game. It is a good assignment. It did give you a main assignment. Unfortunately, because of the restrictions you put on your gameplay, you can't do it. But technically, it did give you a good assignment. So imagine if you could do that assignment. Technically, that was a good opportunity, right? Unfortunately, that's the price you pay. You know, it's a game of chance. It's just how it is. So now, he's either going to have to, what? Wait for the chemicals or proceed on with keys. Because, why? Because keys yields the highest opportunity with, they both have a high algorithm, repair and keys, but at this value, we need to open up these points values on our list, right? Also, keys has a higher likelihood of when it returns coming back worth more than 1,600, whereas repair usually does not. Either way, both of these are going to need to be done. So doing keys first only makes the most sense, right? Now he went and he took the downtime for the chemicals, which, okay, kind of a bad move. If you look here, he's only 11 assignments in, and he's got 3 days, 22 hours remaining. So he's moving real slow. Now here he gets a 1650 on cream. Now this we mark as a premium assignment for a low-level player. Now, technically, if you look at this, and we were to mark this as a non-premium, because technically it is a non-premium, it cannot be worth 3,000 points. Which one do you do? Do you do keys? Do you do repair? Do you do cream? Let's say you have melons prepped in your barn, and you don't want to pick them up. What do? Do you do keys? No! You have to do the cream. It needs done. It's your premium assignment, or non-premium, whatever way you want to look at it. But for low-level players, we mark it as premium so that you attach that with good opportunity. Okay? So, if you're a low-level player, shop productions and factory productions are premium. If you're a high-level player, only electrical is premium. So he does the cream, and he gets a premium London delivery at main task value. That becomes his next main assignment here. Then he gets another premium for low-level players, SAPs at main task value. Okay? Now, again, that yields good opportunity, but he got an upgrade. Now, at least they're coming in worth, you know, below 3,000 points. Ideally, what we want to do is we want to work our doorways for several assignments and then have that doorway close off with an upgrade. Stacking up all 7 upgrades so that when we get to around 20 tasks remaining, we can rotate any last-minute assignments to fill in any missing upgrades or factory productions. Then we can begin the streaks without any risk of not being able to complete them. Okay? That is what you want to go for. Now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 upgrades in his list. He only needs 2 more. He's at 46 tasks remaining, so he cannot afford to do that war booster because of its high risk attached to it and the fact that he just had an upgrade come in. Okay? If he didn't just have an upgrade come in, it would be, you know, less of a risk, but he still has those 2 assignments that are worth 1,600 points. He needs to open up those values. Doesn't make sense to do the textiles, right? Because that's just more downtime. So he goes with the keys, which is correct. Now at this point, he gets minerals, which yields better opportunity than the repair does, and it's only 40 points less. Okay? Ouch. Really? You failed? Oh, that sucks. This right here. Why did you only have 20 to pick up? Did you prep? I don't understand why you only... Okay, whatever. Okay, so he fails that. Now he gets keys back for 1,600, which he had just done. So he tries repair. Gets the VU. Okay. 1,800 cargo. 1,500 on tables. 1,600 on caps. Now here he gets a 2,400 regular residential. Now, given that he's already screwed up this week, he does have the experience available. He could do this assignment, but he's already screwed this week up enough. I wouldn't even mess with it. It would just be a waste. So yeah, I would just... See, now here, this was a mistake. He's 17 assignments before streaks. He's already running way behind on his time. He cannot afford more downtime. So here he makes another vital mistake and does the textiles. Looking back at the bottom of his list, he should have rotated that war booster, or he could have done the coins in a few more tasks. If he can get it down to at least 30, because he's running out of doorways, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have a whole lot of options here. So let's hope that, yeah, see, now he's got a 2,200 on feed, which he absolutely cannot afford to do. Really? This is the kind of crap I'm talking about, you guys. Oh, for fuck's sake. 10 assignments before the streaks. He's already done techs and chems. Now feed. This was the worst thing he could have possibly done. Another bonehead move. Not sure what he's doing here. He's got a main assignment here. I think he's trying to get his last upgrade in. In that case, you would want to go with the coins, because that has a higher chance of yielding the upgrade. See, right now you're just getting more main tasks, which is great for your average and all, but you need that upgrade in, don't you? Or did you get it in? 1, 2. Can't see the bottom of his list. I think he's still missing one. I don't know. It's hard to tell. All right, so look here. 3 streaks. He made it to streak 3. 3 out of 4. And that's where he ended, was right here. He didn't finish. Because he didn't move fast enough. Because he took too much downtime on factory productions and stuff. Look at that. 19 hours. And he lost. This is the most pathetic leaderboard I've ever seen. Okay, it's one of. And he lost over 8,000 points. That's like ridiculous, dude. He should have used his tickets and picked up and kept going if he was that close to winning. That does not make sense to me. Granted, no, you don't want to use your tickets if you don't think you're going to win. But with a leaderboard like that, he could have won. and he should have tried to win. Even if he couldn't finish the streaks, he could have proceeded on with his main list and won. And he's got 104 tickets. That was the worst week I've ever seen from this player.